As when I was a child, I understood as a child. But now that I'm older, I put away my foolish, my childish ways. And so now, hello there. Welcome to So Sweet Sundays. I'm Sweets.
I'm Rosie.
I'm Baxter.
I'm Cupcake.
I'm me.
And today we are going to be talking about mistaken identity. What? And this is a good topic because so many times people put labels on you. They mistake you for this or that when they don't even know you. So, and that always happens to me. And so I know if it happens to me a lot, it probably happens to you guys a lot too. So we gonna shuffle that thing up like we usually do. And we are going to go with Rose.
I didn't clack it. Um, I think for me,
So what do people mistake your identity for as?
I think a lot of times, like you mean like in a church setting or just in
Period.
general. I
You
think
can go church and put the church on it, and you can go natural, regular.
yeah, I think
A regular.
regular. I think people think I'm mean. I think initially they think like I'm mean or
Why?
I don't know. Like I guess it's how I look because I
Mhm.
don't really walk around like
Yeah.
but I mean, but who does?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times I'm processing,
Mhm.
so I'm not really like, oh, hello. I'm not a people person like that.
Yeah.
I know how to be kind. I know how to be
Mhm.
personable, but I think upon like first seeing me,
Mhm.
they just be like, oh, she's mean.
What makes you not a people person?
I just don't really care for folks. I
Lord.
I'm one of those people that like I really actually value my alone time.
Yeah.
But I love the people that I love.
Yeah.
A lot of times when I find myself outside of those groups, it tends
Mhm.
to be like conflict or I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about before, being saved puts you at the minority.
Yeah.
So a lot of times things that I enjoy or that other people enjoy is kind of like I'm either trying to like separate myself from those activities
Mhm.
or, the conversation is not really what I should be partaking in
Yeah.
anyway. So I think that that's kind of what makes me like, and then I think if we're all being honest, like people hurt people.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, people disappoint us.
Mhm.
And a lot of times people will try to lead us in the wrong way as well.
Mhm.
So for me, I just be like, I just don't have time for foolish people.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I would rather not be bothered. Now, if you want to talk, you need some advice, you need, something like beneficial,
Mhm.
something like uplifting, something that is positive and productive. Sure, of course, like I still joke, like with you guys, we have
Yeah.
a different level of relationship,
Right.
but like, even I can talk to a stranger. That's not the problem. It's just you got to try that spirit by the spirit first.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like if your spirit is like I'm gonna be like,
Right.
so that's the problem. That's the
Excuse me.
problem.
This stinking cough is working my nerve. So, what is on the regular?
On the regular, um, mistaken identity. On
Mhm.
the regular, um, I definitely think that for the most part, it's people holding me to what they used to know of me.
Oh
So
yeah.
they're still living in the space of anything is possible.
Mhm.
Rose.
Mhm.
Oh, let's turn up. Let's drink. Let's do this. Let's do that. And that is not where I am anymore.
Yeah.
I respect that space in my life. I
Yeah.
understand it. I understand
Mhm.
how it was necessary. I understand
Yeah.
how it played into me being here now.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of that
Right.
part. But that's just not who I am. And
Mhm.
I don't really, it gets annoying after a while when people want to kind of keep you there and pigeonhole you
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like they don't want you to be more than that. They don't want you to grow. They want to keep you right where they're comfortable. A lot
Yeah.
of times people are comfortable with your bondage.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I'm not.
Yeah.
So, that's the regular.
So, who is Rosie?
Um, Rosie is, she's a child of God
Mhm.
first. She is a prayer warrior.
Mhm.
She is an exhorter.
Yes.
She is a mom.
Mm-hmm.
She's a friend.
Mm-hmm.
She's a sister. She's a
Mm-hmm.
daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She's a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, she is now bold.
Mm-hmm.
She is now confident.
Yes.
She is the head and not the tail.
Come on. Yes.
She is progressing in a way that when I look back at the old me, she makes now me proud.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's beautiful. I love it. That is so dope. So now you are like, how do you deal with that when people want to hold you to where you used to be? Do you even deal with it, or how does that work?
I think it just depends on the situation. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Sometimes I think at this point in my walk, people are kind of noticing that
Yeah.
I'm not the same.
Yeah.
So I'm not really met with those pressures as much.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so people that haven't encountered me a lot
Okay.
that tend to be like, oh, well, I remember this and I remember that. And for me, it's just like, I'll tell them like, hey, I'm not doing that. I'm
Yeah.
not on that no more.
Yeah.
And then if they continue to press it, then they just won't be talking to me.
Yeah. Well, I guess that closed the door.
Yeah, like
Right.
yeah, like
right.
I don't want to, cuz it's no disrespect, but it's like if you're living life and you're not growing and you're
Mm-hmm.
not evolving, then you're essentially dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything that does not grow is dead.
Right.
So that's just not going to work. And
Right.
I can't feel bad for your lack of growth and then stay in bondage. That
Right.
doesn't work for me.
Right. Right.
God didn't call me to that. That's not my
Exactly.
anointing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Right.
no, I can't do that.
That's not my portion. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Slide that thing over to Cupcake.
I almost to grab it. I was like, let me chill out.
So retarded. So, what is it in the spiritual realm that people have a mistaken identity with you, and what is the regular?
In the spiritual realm?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's like a funny.
I would say maybe that I'm a baby and that I
Yeah.
don't know much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much. I'm a baby. What is she doing?
Yeah.
I normally really get pushed out the way.
Yeah.
Ultimately, when I'm trying to do my part or what I'm supposed to do,
Yeah.
they definitely think I'm a baby.
Yeah.
Hands down, a child.
Right. You're like, unhand me, uncircumcised Philistine. Right. Right. Right.
Really grown.
Right. Right. And so, how does that make you feel?
That I look good.
Okay. Okay.
That I look good. Honestly though, they don't know any better. As long as I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do and I'm covering you the way I'm supposed to, that it doesn't matter to me. That's you that's about to get in trouble. That ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
So as long as I'm doing my part for you and God, I'm fine.
Okay. And what's the regular?
They would say I'm too nice.
Oh, really?
Not with y'all. Not with y'all. I'm talking about like in a work setting. Like in a work setting, because like y'all already know how I get down.
Yeah.
At work, when the Lord tells me that, no, do it.
Yeah.
Override that for them.
Yeah.
You're too nice.
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing what I told them already?
Oh,
And they get very upset with that.
yeah.
So I'm too nice, and I'm too nice to employees. That's how they say. I'm too
And
nice
but
in
you
general.
know that you're doing what you're supposed to do, so then
Exactly.
you're good.
Yep.
Okay. And so, who is Cupcake?
I would say I'm loving. I'm kind. I'm starting to get bold. I
Okay.
feel like I'm starting to
Okay.
get bold. I'm funny. I am kid-like, so let's be real.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm very kid-like. I am a sister. I am an aunt. I am a friend. I will be a mother. I will be a wife.
Yes.
I am going to carry this mantle and do it correctly.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm going to do what God sees me to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And how do you feel about that whole package?
At first, cause when we first talked about this topic, I literally thought what I thought I used to be and who I am now,
Yeah.
and I didn't think I deserved any of the things that I had. So I didn't think I deserved like peace. I didn't think I deserved like happiness, joy, even having a partner that actually I would just take anything
Yeah.
from anybody.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to receive things properly
Yeah.
when it should have been received.
Yeah.
I was offended, I was angry. So when we were talking about that, I thought how I felt about myself, because outside world really doesn't matter. It's more of how you feel about yourself,
Yeah.
because this is what makes your mind tick
Yeah.
on a regular, you know? So, well, used to. So at that point, I was like, no, like, I'm grateful that I'm not those things anymore.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to just accept anything. You're going to love me. You're going to love me right. We're going to do
Yeah.
everything together. And that goes for everybody. You can't just treat me some type of way. And learning not to take on people's spirit and be angry. I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah. Right.
I'm
right.
not doing that no
Right.
more. You got an attitude, keep your attitude over there.
Right. Exactly.
Because that ain't
Right.
for me to carry.
Right.
And it's not my business.
Exactly.
Take your stuff over there.
Yeah. Deuces.
For real.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Pass that to Reese Meesh.
Yes.
So, who is Reese Meesh right now?
Oof. Who am I right now? New.
You knew? Okay.
Like, I don't even know all the way. I'm like the mystery little candy that you get, I guess. Like the one in the bag that you be like, I wonder what flavor this is.
Yeah.
It's like whatever the Lord intended initially. Like
Yeah.
whoever he created when he first thought about me before I was in my mother's womb.
Yeah.
Man, just been exactly what she said. Taking in what I did, what had been done, what I seen it as, what somebody told me they saw me as, all the things that are external outside of like who you are, outside of behavior, outside of emotion, and that is big. It's all new to me.
Yeah.
It's man, I'm not even gonna cry about it because it's like actually a happy thing. It's a joyous
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
To be in this this space where it's like, wow, like I get to choose like what it is for me. I don't have to go off of what it has been. I can recite what it has been easy. But now it's like, oh, I'm a new creature. Behold, what am I beholding? I don't know, but you're gonna tell me exactly what it was when you first thought of me. So
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, you're not what you think. You're not what you feel. Man, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like I'm loved. I'm born again.
Yes.
I get a fresh start. I get to do it over and over as many times as I choose. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just free. Like I don't know how to explain
Yes,
it better than
yes.
that. Like
Yes.
it's different. It's like
Yes.
I've always been different, and
Yeah.
who could really explain that besides weird or
Yeah.
strange or just. It's unexplainable, so I don't
Yeah.
like it,
Yeah.
or it makes me anxious because I can't really figure it out.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, like I'm going to know who I am in him.
Yeah.
That's different. I wouldn't be able to explain it to anybody because they would have to get to know who created me in order to
Yeah.
get to know me.
Hey, come on now.
So
Come on. You hit me on my shondo, girl. Yes.
it's truly like I really thought I had to grow through it with somebody or
Yes.
something to tell me and shape me and mold me of who I am. Because it's like, oh, you are what you think. You are what's in your heart, and it's like, oh, well, sometimes things that don't belong in my heart are in there.
Yeah.
And fear came in young. So
Yeah.
I was fearful. I was timid. I was strange. I was sneaky. I was all these things. But now I'm like, oh, no, I was never those things.
Yeah.
Those are things that was people's configuration.
Yeah.
But the Lord, he know who he made.
Yeah.
And he's going to tell me now instead
Yeah.
of me trying to listen to a strange voice or
Yeah.
trying to figure it out, So
Or sticking your hand in the mystery box and seeing what you pull out and what you get.
exactly.
So I hear a couple things that you had a couple mistaken identities, a couple pieces that didn't belong with you. So you want to talk about that and put it back in the bag so we can put it back to the sender?
Absolutely. When you get a virus message, speaking of sender, and it's like, oh my goodness, like, no, now my whole computer system is taking over.
Yeah.
That's what happened with, just like molestation. Being married. Oh, you say I do, but you don't agree. You don't
Yeah.
make an agreement that sticks. When it's like, no, like I have a perfect will for you. I know the
Yes.
plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, to give
Come
you a
on
hope and
now.
a future.
You kind of trying to speak the word out. I'm like, wait, come on now.
I said, Old things have passed away. Behold, all
the
things have
word,
become
like-
new.
Touch it.
Said, oh.
Come on now.
I said, oh, that's for me. So it's really
Yes.
like accepting, like, it's for me.
Yeah.
It's for me. And it's like saying it. Even I feel the Lord right now. I'm like, it's saying it for
Yes.
myself,
Come
to
on.
myself.
Yes.
It's believing what I'm saying, reading it, and saying, no, this is for me.
Yes.
Even if I have to change the name.
Yes.
You know, I don't know how to say Bartholomew and all them,
Right.
but I know how to say me.
Right.
But it's true. It's like, and it's true. It's
Yeah.
true for you. You didn't feel worthy for it. Oh, that's a smile. I can't look at you again. I'm gonna cry. Nope. It's like, no, because a lot of people think they don't deserve the word. They don't deserve what comes from the promises. They don't deserve. So they'll recite these things over to themselves about who they are and what
Yeah.
they experience. And it's like, oh, this plus this equals this. When it's like, not so.
Yes.
Okay, he can make 2 + 2 equal whatever he wants.
9,027.7 and then the 8. Carry the 15. Carry the
Okay.
15.
Yes, you
Right.
better say something.
Exactly.
He multiplies. It's not
Y'all
addition.
got the glasses on and the hair whipping and the scriptures beating. Come on now. Y'all about to give
Yes.
me a praise break. I didn't get to give a shout on today, but I'm gonna do it right here.
Okay.
Come on now,
But
move
it's-
the mic. Let's go.
Yes. If you didn't have the parent or the friend or the lover to tell you who you were and you were seeking that, you have to be honest with yourself and say, no, I really want to know who I am
Yeah.
outside of this relationship, outside of this parent, because I'm going to be, outside of the house,
Yeah.
outside of this relationship at
Yeah.
times. I'm myself. Who is myself?
Yeah.
So I'm at the point where it's like, oh my goodness, thank you, friend. But the Lord, you call me friend of God? Oh,
Yes.
if you trust me to be a friend, then you will help me to be friend myself.
Yes.
You will help me to love myself. You will
Yeah.
help me to have true freedom. To really be like, oh, I deserve it.
Yeah.
I'm not worthy. I don't deserve it. I could cry right now of like, wow, your mercy is real. Your grace
Yes.
is real. It's for me.
Yeah.
And like, oh my goodness, it's beyond this moment because
Yeah.
I love y'all and I
Yeah.
love y'all. But what happens when the song is over?
Come
what
on.
happens when you're not in the church anymore?
Yeah.
What happens when your friend is not on the phone anymore?
Yeah.
What happens when you ain't writing the music?
Come
What
on.
happens when you ain't talking to the boy?
Yes.
What happens
Come
after
on.
that?
What happened?
What happens? Who
Come
are
on
you?
now.
So it's like, oh, when you make a decision to say, no, this is who I am and I'm unashamed. I'm not going to feel guilty for who I've been.
Yeah.
That's when you can begin to change.
Yeah, and not allowing the people's opinions or their thoughts or their insecurities to be stapled on you.
Yes.
You know, because like
Yes.
for me, people are always like, "Oh, you too bold. You need to back that down because you too bold." I can't, and I won't, and I shan't. You a whole lie? No. You
No.
mad because you can't be bold.
Yes.
You mad because you can't tell somebody.
Yes.
No, honey, we gonna rebuke that right now and have a nice day.
Yes.
You know? You mad at me because you can't do it.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna allow you to tell me I'm too bold.
Yes.
I'm not gonna allow you to tell me to shut up.
No.
Don't call Jesus.
No.
Oh, you too radical for the
Come
Lord.
on.
Everything you think about is Jesus. I said, thank you very kindly.
Yes.
Thank you very kindly, well.
Yes.
Because I'm going to speak Jesus no matter what.
Yes.
Because if you knew what I knew, what he did for me,
Come on.
come on now.
Come on. Mom, you
We
better say
didn't
something.
heard. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I am fighting. Yes, I'm fighting
Yes.
in the army of the Lord.
Yes.
I got my war clothes on.
Yes.
I'm ready, sucker, what they say. Come on, way back in the day. Yeah, put them up. Put your dukes up.
Yes.
I've been wounded.
Come on.
Yeah, glory. I've been wounded in the army of the Lord.
Because if
Glory.
you need help, you are the one that has to use your mouth to say
Yes.
help.
Yes.
And when
yes.
you don't know him and you want to know him or you want to know who you are or you want to know what is life, because I
Yeah.
see that a lot out there, then you're going to have to call him.
Right.
At the end of the day, nobody else, every single one of these ladies, prayer warriors, love me. Like,
Yeah.
And even you and even Pop. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be the one that have to open the door. You're
Right.
going to be the one that have to call out. Every knee shall bow. Every
Come
tongue
on
will
now.
confess that he is Lord. You rather do it when you're willing or
Yes.
unwilling, and he makes you willing.
Yes.
Or you rather do it, you're gonna have to do it regardless.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, man, having the boldness to speak out. If you're in bondage, you're gonna have to speak out and say
Yeah.
something to somebody.
Yeah.
You might need a bold to be able
Yeah.
to cry and war and pray for you.
Yeah.
And if they don't know that you need help,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to say, I need help, whether you say
Yeah.
no words at all. It's like something's telling me, young lady, you need help.
Yeah.
Young man, you need help.
Yeah.
You know that there's help. You may not ask for it at that moment, but you know where to find me. So look,
You
I
I'm
ain't gonna
feeling
preach
a
on
little
this thing.
confidence.
I ain't gonna.
Y'all feel that? That make you feel like, hey, yes, honey. I'm feeling some confidence.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Knowing
it's
that
never
you
too
know
late.
what you know, what you know. My God. I like it and I like it well, I tell you. I like it well. Honey, don't push back. Where you going? Whoa, where you going? Whoa, Besabees. Whoa, Besabees. No. I like it in my shondo. Like it in my shondo, honey.
Simmer down now.
Yeah, don't ever sit them down. I just love the fact that I'm feeling a little confidence on you. I'm like, okay, bye, boom, all right, yes, I like it.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with it when you begin to find your identity in Christ. When you know that you know that you know that you know a man, and then you start coming through for you. My God, when he didn't leave you down. When they said you were out, he said, no, you in. When he said you were so low, he said, I took you low so I can bring you high. My God, when they say, oh, you think you this and you think you that.
I am that I am.
Yeah, hello.
Available.
Hello.
So sweet. It's DM.
And they want to tell you, oh, you not qualified for this. But he said that you were qualified. He justified you and qualified you.
Yes.
When you get a stamp and approval of him, I am that I am, the author and the finisher of my faith. Come on, girl. We're about to cut a step in here. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I'm
He's
feeling
not
this.
ashamed of us.
Yes.
He sure
And we
not.
shouldn't be ashamed of him. My God. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yes, love it. Yeah. Pass that thing to Baxter. Yes.
Okay.
So, Miss Baxter,
Yes.
what are those things spiritually that people try to put labels on you and try to mistake an identity, try to give you an identity that didn't belong to you?
I think for me, it was like, well, I guess spiritually, but physically too. It was like, oh, like she's good with she's good with everything.
Okay.
Like me, I didn't want to say. Basically, it falls into people pleasing in a way.
Yeah.
But I think it's like, oh, she good with whatever. She good with
Yeah.
it, like whatever, because she doesn't speak up. She doesn't
Yeah.
do this. She doesn't do that, or whatever. If I'm quiet, different things like that. I think for the most part, that's what I was thinking about anyway. Yeah.
That you accept anything.
Yes. That I'll put up with
That
anything.
you don't
that
have no
I'll-
standards.
No standards. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah. That you give her anything. She all right with it.
Yep. Exactly.
Get the scraps to her. She cool.
Yeah.
You cool, right?
Yeah,
And
like
you
she, like she down for whatever. She good with whatever, whatever. And
exactly.
it's like at a point, like yeah, I did live life that way because I had no standards, no morals, no, or like like I was living low like
Yeah.
that, But then I think, then it came to the point where it was like, nah, like she's good with it because she don't say nothing, or she's
Yeah.
good with it, and it's like, nah, like I'm like you think I'm not paying attention, you think I'm not, but I am paying attention.
Yeah.
I'm actually saving myself, not saying anything because I know better, you
Right.
know, like stuff like
Right.
that. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. And so, who's Baxter now?
Man, y'all had me almost crying when when you were asking Mish that, because
Yeah.
I was like, whoo. And then I realized like I'm really a daughter of the king.
Girl.
And it was crazy.
I just see
to
it
see-
hearing glasses on. What, y'all snuffling me up today. Shook me up. She shook me up.
Y'all crazy. But I was thinking about like as soon as you asked Mish, I was like, dang, who is she? And I was like, who am I? And
Yeah.
I was like, I'm really a daughter. And it's crazy because like this whole time growing up, like I was
Glory. My God.
I was my mom's friend.
Yes.
My dad, I was never a daughter to him. I couldn't be. He couldn't do nothing for me. And then I was like, this whole time I was living as an adult. I was never living as a child. And I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry.
Yeah,
When she
girl, I'm
looking at
crying
me,
with
I'm going
you.
to cry.
I feel like auntie.
Right.
Right.
yeah. But
you a daughter
to
of the
realize that I am a daughter and I'm living now, even as my little young baby, which yeah, we can get to that, but baby grown age at 24, almost 25, like I really am a daughter. I'm still a daughter. And to be able to live a life where you have a father who actually cares about you, that you
Yes.
can live for, that you can be holy and acceptable for, to actually
Yes.
want to do good for them, to actually have purpose, to actually
Yes.
do these things
Girl,
to
come on now.
man, like it's crazy because I never had that. Who was I doing it
Yes.
for? Who was I? Everybody else but God. Everybody else but Him. Everything else, and it's just wasteful. Like no point, no purpose.
Yeah.
And to really realize, like, no, I'm a daughter of the King. Like I have purpose. I have been, and like it was never. It had never left me, like she said. It was with you all along. But it's like when you finally realize that,
Yes.
like nothing can, like we said, then you're in your boldness. Then you can say nothing can change that. I am who I am. I am who He made me
Y'all
to be.
trying to double team me.
And-
I'm out on the road like,
Man,
help me.
oh,
right.
help me.
I'm coming home, Elizabeth. I'm like, Lord, they punching me in my shoulder.
Man, it's like no, but
Yes.
for real, because when you're walking with, like, when you're really have the confidence, then it's like
Yes.
when you get to that point, and it's like nah, like I think that's for me is like people thinking that, oh, like nah, she can be told anything, she can be easily influenced, she can do this and
Yes.
that, but it's like nah, like I'm unmovable, I am steadfast, because it's like nah, because you can't tell me nothing that God ain't already
Yes.
told me, like
Yes.
type stuff, and
Yeah.
when I think about how you, like, you all, it was funny because everybody touched on points that I was like, oh yeah, this and that.
Yeah.
And then, like, you were talking about the age thing. People look at me and think, like, because people will still look at me and think I'm like 18 or something,
Yeah.
which is cool, whatever. Like you
Yeah.
said, oh, thank you. But it's like,
Right.
it's like at the same time, it's like, okay, but don't get mixed up thinking
Yeah.
like you can, okay, so you can try and talk to me any type of way, or you can do this and that or whatever. And then you were talking about the anger stuff, like not letting it hop on. And it's like, even
Yeah.
at work sometimes, it's like the other day, Shantae had to call me, or Cupcake had to call me and was like, girl, like, chill, like,
Right.
take a minute, whatever.
Right.
But it was just like realizing like how we are really, and how Rosie always prays, it's like we are not of the world. Like, we are in the world, but we are not of the world.
Right.
And knowing that and having that, like, His truths and really standing on them
Yeah.
is such a crazy, like, different thing.
Yeah.
And, like, it's like when you get to that point of me being free and being, having that confidence, it's,
Yes.
woo, like,
Right.
it's like, it's nothing, it's unchanging. Sorry, I'm not trying to touch the mic. But it's like, it's really unchanging. And, yeah, anyway.
Yeah. And that was funny when you was like, don't get it, like, basically don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
was
the
like,
thing
oh,
for me.
don't lay
Yeah.
down your cross, honey. Yeah, don't get it so messed up that you're laying down your cross.
Right.
Pick that thing up and carry it.
Yeah.
Mind your own business.
Getting it-
Pick up your cross and carry that thing.
Right.
Stop minding my business.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like because it's we're not getting too comfortable no more. It's
Right.
too much time. We spend too much time getting too comfortable.
Right.
It's not. We're
Right.
not doing that no more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah, glory.
right. I was, hey.
You see her?
Glory. Yeah. I was like, y'all don't feel that, smell that?
Listen up.
Feel that, smell that. I was like, hey. Yeah, Lord, I'm like, my God. Woo. Just knowing who you are. That not anybody could just throw a label on you.
Right.
Because when you're unsure, unconfident, insecure,
Yeah.
you accept anything.
Right.
You know,
Right.
oh, you look like you ready to have a good time. You was like, oh, I was about to go to the library, but okay, right. Oh, it looked like you need a friend in your life, Ma. No, I wouldn't call you friend. So I'm gonna ask you to go on hit the bricks, pick up your cross and walk.
Right.
Stop minding my business. You know, like, oh, you look so sad. What's wrong? Then all day you like, do I look sad?
Dang, am I sad?
Yeah.
Right. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Like,
dang.
one.
But you like, oh no, honey, I'm not sad. That might be you. And people get mad because I would say that.
Right.
Oh, that might be you, honey.
Right.
Feeling wonderful. I had me a good day.
Right. Ain't got nothing to be
Yeah,
sad for.
exactly.
Not
Had me a good day.
Right.
Have me a burrito. Give me a sweet treat. I'm having a good day. But
Right.
I'm now unsure. Because I'm lacking all these things with all this childhood trauma and hurt and drama, and then letting people speak over your spirit, even your auntie with long cigarettes, what was that, Virginia Slims? She just sitting there like, oh, your fast A so do da da bop bop bop.
And that's why you'll never be nothing.
Every time, exactly. Like beady beat bop bop bop. You like, what in the world?
I play it. I ain't got an auntie, but if I did.
Then you like, that keeps being spoken in your spirit, and then before you know it, here you would go with Johnny Bill and Timmy Thorne.
Just
You
because
never
someone
know.
else told you. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because he a thorn in the side. Exactly. So, I mean, you just all jacked up because I don't know who I am.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody saying, no, you a daughter. Oh, you got confidence. Oh, you deserve. Oh, you're not what you used to be.
Right.
Oh, you bold in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's speaking those things in. They just said you shoulda, coulda, woulda, not. And I don't even know why I had you.
Right.
You know, I don't need to hear that. You know, or even as people are dealing with their own traumas that haven't been delivered and healed from yet, that then they say to you like, oh, I probably would have had a good life if I didn't become a mother at a young age. Then you putting on the kid, oh, I wasn't even supposed to be here. Oh, I messed up my mama and my daddy's life. Oh my God, like, what would they have been? Like, oh, now I shouldn't even be alive. Then the thought of suicide. It'll be better if I just
Man.
kill myself because they didn't want me no way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't nothing but like your old nappy head daddy. You know?
Right.
Then you like, oh my God, spending all those things. Again, unwanted opinions and mistaken identity. No, boo, that ain't me. That ain't me at all. Yes. I am the head and not the tail.
Yes.
I am more than a conqueror. I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
The chosen. I am the apple of God's eye.
Yes.
You know, speaking those things, you know, and then it's like, oh, okay, that boosts your confidence. You know what I'm saying? To even speak the word back to yourself, you know, it just really does something for you.
Yeah.
You know, so that is so exciting and so amazing. And I'm trying to sit my seat. Because I'm ready to cut it. Cut it. Come on, honey. All this good news in here of who I am and who I understand I am. Who called me, who loves me, who sees me, who hears me, who feels me when I'm low,
Man. Yeah.
who wants nothing but good things for me to prosper.
Yeah.
Man, to know him, can't nobody do nothing with us now. You should have got me when I was out there silly and crazy.
Right. Right.
One shoe on with the fifth of Hennessy.
Right.
I don't even really know what that is.
Not her, but us. You know.
Right. But you should have got that.
Should have got
You know?
me then. Should have.
I done heard y'all talk about Henny a whole bunch of times. I've had to figure out it was the brown one. Yeah. So I mean that just wasn't my thing, you know. But nevertheless, I was still on my way to a burning hell. Just because I didn't drink or I didn't cuss or I didn't, you know, smoke or any of those things, I still was on my way to a burning hell. Good people still go to hell. Unless you really surrender unto the Lord, accept Christ, and start walking this journey out the way he intended to be,
Right.
you on your way. H down. Right. But I want H up. Because I want to tell him, thank you.
Yes.
I want to tell him, I love you so much. I don't know why you did what you did, but I'm so grateful. Can I just see where they pierced your hand for my sake? Can I touch the scar? I ain't trying to be all on your back, Lord, but I just need to see where they afflicted your body for me. Yay. And I ain't trying to derobe you or anything, but I just want to see if I can even just touch your back to feel the scars where they pulled that skin out for my sins. Hey, glory. I just want you to pull your sandals off, if you will, so I can just see where they nailed your feet to the cross for my sins, for all the dirt that I was, and my generational things that was attached to me. How you bled and you never said a mumbling word. How you carried that cross up a hill. How they whooped you all night long. Took you from judgment hall to judgment hall so you can tell me who I am and what I mean to you. My God. I just want to tell you thank you, Lord. Because you didn't have to do it and you don't owe me anything. But I just need to tell you that I love you. Yeah. That you mean more than life to me. Yeah. That you made a way out of no way. Yeah. That you put some love on this unloved dirt. Hey, you showed me the way. You touched me when I felt like I didn't want to be touched. You spoke to me when I didn't want to talk. Yeah, but I need to just see where you took it from me. Excuse me with this cough. But I just know you literally put your skin on it for me. You put your life on the line for me. I owe you my everything. There is not a no that I have for him. I could never fix my mouth to tell him no. Because he didn't tell the Father no when he said, go die for them that hate you. Go die for them who gonna talk bad about you. Go die for them who lie on you. He didn't say no. So I'm fresh out of nose for him. I done ran out when he came and saved me. When he rearranged my mind. When he changed my old junky heart. I just need to tell him I love him. Yeah. Glory. Just want to tell you face to face. Telling you down on this earth is not good enough. But just to be able to say, I get it. While you went through all of that for us, that we would then tell somebody, a dying world, about a risen King, a risen Savior, a friend amongst enemies. He was a friend even when we was an enemy to him. My God. Yeah. My God. I guess we ready to dance now. My God. Yeah, I feel like may the Lord watch. Yes, man. We didn't just have a little time right now. Because I just think about his goodness. Yeah. I think about his goodness when he saved me. So many times he pushed the hand of death back for this day. So that I can tell you about the goodness of God. And then we can tell her about the goodness of God. And then you can go and run and tell her. And then I can meet her and say, I can tell you about a thing or two. About this man named Jesus from Nazareth. My God, he good to know. I'm like, you good with God?
You good.
I'm good with God. My God, that was today's episode. Man, I'm a little fulled up right now. I'm fulled up. I done went to the station. Got my premium.
That good gas.
Yeah, exactly.
That good stuff.
Exactly. I thank y'all for sharing with me. My God, sometimes you just need a topper, you know? Just, hit it up a little bit. Just thinking back on the goodness. Thinking about how he loved us. What's that? Oh, how he loves me.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, how
Yeah.
Jesus because he first loved me?
Oh, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Yes. That's what I think about right now. Just like, because what he did, that's what he did. Okay, I'm going to go on because we're going to be here another 19 hours and I'm going to duck out because I'm trying to behave myself. I'm like, welcome to the Starlight Edition. Where it's twinkling the eyes and the stars and You done seen the Big Dipper and all the kind of stuff. The 3-man, wise man going north to east, west, south, right. Yeah, exactly. You know, we with the essence oils and all that, the herbs and stuff. Okay, well, I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna tap out. I am Sweets,
I'm Baxter.
and we out. Woo, woo.